what about the Queen of England? Right? This is the Queen of England right now, Camilla Parker Bowles. She's married. She's the second wife of King Charles. When King Charles was Prince Charles, he was married to Princess Diana. This is his second wife. Okay, so let's see. Oh, now I'm not. You got King Edward I, King Henry III, just like the other ones. You have a bunch of Magna Cartas. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So she's got 11 of those out of 12. So that's pretty good, man. And she has the 5 out of 7 main kings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you know what makes her even more important? She has 6 of the 7 kings. Because Mary Stuart, the Queen of Scots right here, she's a grandchild to her. So that means that she has 7. That means all her... this also means that the kids of the Queen and King today, all their kids will now be descended from 6 of the 7 crowns. I mean, they're all related to the 7 crowns. But direct bloodlines, now they'll have 6. In the same way with Princess Diana, we're going to find out here in a second, because she has the same bloodline. So her kids, meaning Prince Harry and Prince Williams, they have bloodlines that go back to 6 of the 7 crowns, unlike their dad, Prince Charles, who only goes back to 5 of the crowns directly, you know what I mean, and then cousins to the other ones. Now here's Princess Diana, and we'll prove it right now. Well, she's a daughter of Mary Stuart too. But anyways, it's King Edward I, Henry III, just like all the other ones. You got the Magna Carta signers. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So she's got 12, 13. Yeah, she's got them all. She's really rose. She got the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 7 kings. But what makes her more important than King Charles III is that she has 6 of the 7 kings. She's a direct descendant to Mary Stuart, right? So all her kids will now have, you know, if Prince Charles didn't marry someone that was a direct descendant of Mary Stuart, he would just be in the same spot he was in. His kids would be directly linked to 5 of the 7 kings. You want to have all 7 kings. You want to have all 7 directly to, you know what I mean, not no cousins. All right. So this is the last one here, Meghan Markle. Okay. Remember Princess Diana? We were all told how she was a nobody. She's just a street urchin, you know, a commoner. No. Prince Charles was given a list of commoners that had this royal blood. He was only allowed to pick from those royal bloodlines. Okay? And that's why they always end up, that's why Meghan Markle was related to her husband, Prince Williams, 1,000,000 times. In the same way with the King and Queen today, and Prince Charles and Princess Diana. They are related 100,000,000 different ways. But here's Meghan Markle. Again, King Edward I, King Henry III, and you got how many of these whatevers, these Magna Carta signers? There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And those 10, they're all the same. They don't, you know. So, and here's the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 7 kings. But now that we're done with the list that we're going to go back through the list, because I'm going to prove to you that they don't just have these 5 of the 7 kings, or in a couple of them cases, 6 of the 7 kings. No. They're cousins to the other 2 kings, okay? All the kings that we didn't mention, they're cousins to. And we'll go back through these and show them now, because I'm going to show Elizabeth I, Henry VIII, and Mary Stuart, and Charles V, okay? And that will be all the kings that those are the major players, you know what I mean? And you'll see that they all related to these same people. You know, in the monarchy in England, in the United States, with our first ladies, with our political assassins, with our presidents, vice presidents, Secretary of State, Secretary of War, Defense, Transportation, U.S. Supreme Court justices, signers of the Declaration of Independence, signers of the U.S. Constitution, signer of the Magna Cartas, these 7 kings, the 4 lower kings, they all have these same bloodlines that go through these people, man. Why won't anyone believe me? I'm showing you the proof right here in these 50, 60 videos I've already made. How much more proof do you want, man? Well, we already went over Aldous Huxley, the author of Brave New World, and we realized he had 2 of the lower kings, 6 of the Magna Carta signers, and 5 of the 7 main kings, the king of all kings, you know what I mean? I want you to realize, though, okay, all these people had those same grandfathers. These are direct lines, not cousins. To these, what is that, 5 plus 6 plus 2 is 13 grandfathers. But not only that, all the grandfathers in between they share, because they got to have a specific bloodline. It just doesn't go willy-nilly to these people. They got to go through specific people. You know what I mean? But my whole point is this. We're going to go through and we're going to, because remember, they're missing 2 of the 7 main kings, and they're missing 2 of the lower kings, right? Charles V and Mary Stuart are 2 of the main kings that they're missing, you know, the mega kings, you know. Just using common sense, because Mary Stuart and Charles V have these same exact William the Conqueror, Louis VI, Robert I, Alfred the Great, Charlemagne, yeah, they have these same exact, and both of them also have these as grandparents, Edward I and King Henry III. That alone, because the definition of a cousin means that you share a grandfather. And obviously, if Mary Stuart and Charles V have these 2 grandparents, right, King Edward I and Henry III, and also has these 5, right, that's 7 grandfathers right there. Obviously, they're cousins, okay? But we're going to go through each one of these 10 names. Alex Huxley, the 1st director of the CIA, the 5th director of the CIA, the 11th director of the CIA, his wife, Obama, the King of England right now, the Queen of England right now, and then the King of England's first wife, Diana, Princess Diana, and the King of England's daughter-in-law, Meghan Markle. We already went through them once, and we saw that they all have these same 13 grandparents. They both have Edward I, Henry III, these 6 Magna Carta signers or more, and these 5 of 7 major kings, you know what I mean? 5 of the 7 crowns. So they share 13 grandparents, all 10 of these people, okay? But we want to go to prove that they are related also to the lower royals, which would be Henry VIII and Elizabeth I, and 2 of the upper royals, which would be Charles V and Mary Stuart. And then we'll just do a little thing with the monarchy to show how, you know, all these people are related, man. They're all related, okay? Now here's Alex Huxley. We just saw he has what he has when it comes to the upper, you know, and lower royals. These are the 2 lower royals, 5 upper royals. Okay, so let's go down to the 2 lower. Here, Henry VIII and Elizabeth I. So we got all the lower royals out of the way. And we got Charles V, and we have Mary Stuart. There, I just showed you Charles V. And let's see, Mary Stuart. Right there. Mary Stuart. Now let's go through a couple other people that are just, that we were mentioning before. There you go, Elizabeth II. Princess Diana, King Charles III. There's Barbara Bush. Now Meghan Markle isn't on this list, but I'll show you later on that they are related. You'll see they're 20th cousins or something like that. Okay, so let's move on to the first director of the CIA. As you can see, he's got Edward I, Henry III, more than 6 Magna Carta signers, the 5 of the 7 crowns. Now let's go on to... Now this guy, I can't find here. Look, we'll go up. Here's Elizabeth I. Henry VIII. So you got both of the lower royals down. Now we need Charles V and Mary the Stuart. Here's Mary Stuart. Now Charles V is not on this list, but I want you to remember Charles V had the same 7, he has Edward I, Henry III, and those 5 of the 7, crowns. So he has the same grandparents as Charles V. So that makes them cousins, without even looking, okay? But let's look at that to see if we can find George Bush on here. Look, there's John Hinckley. Ha ha! Yeah. Jodie Foster. Where's George Bush? Sir Winston Churchill. Remember, this is the first CIA director. Here's George Bush, the 41st president and the 11th director of the CIA. All right. How about Diana and all them? There's Princess Diana. Prince William, Harry, Queen Elizabeth II. Look, there's the Vice President. Camilla, the Queen Consort right now, the Queen of England right now. Then you got King Charles. Look, the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, is always on these lists. So is Boris Johnson and everybody else. Lucille Ball. There's Catherine Middleton. She's always on the list. But we're looking for Barbara Bush. There she is, Barbara Bush. There it is, Meghan Markle. Now let's go on to the 5th director of the CIA. And once again, we see he has the 2 lowers, right? The 2 lower kings. 5 of the upper kings right there. Now we need Henry VIII and Elizabeth I. Look, there's Elizabeth I. And look at this, King Ferdinand II. He is cousins with him. If he's cousins with him, then he's cousins with the Charles V. Look, there's Henry VIII. Henry VIII. Now the only one we have left is Mary Stuart and Charles V. There's Charles V. All we need is Mary Stuart. Look, there's Boris Johnson. Jodie Foster. There it is, Mary Stuart. Finally, Jesus.